There's something, this is something that the Sigma male advocates like to tout as their battle cry. We don't care about titles. We don't care about women. We don't care about money or material things. Yet, whenever they're telling everyone their laundry list of quality of their qualifications and exemplary traits, they're always the first to talk about how attractive being a Sigma male is to a woman and how much money Sigmas make compared to alphas. Then to top it off, they are literally married to the title of Sigma. The more Sigmas tell the world they don't care, the more obvious it is that they do indeed care. Let's go to the next caller.
Hey, this is Jarvis Jennings from Griffin, Georgia. I like the show, love the show, been following Donovan for quite some time. The only thing I had to comment was the content that I've been seeing on Sigma males has never said that the Sigma male was above the alpha male. It says that they're actually equal to the alpha male. They just may not care to lead a pack or to have high titles or positions like the alpha male. For example, maybe the blue collar worker guy that makes just as much as the guy that's the director of sales of a company. And the comparison of that to Derrick Jackson is way different. Derrick Jackson basically sells dreams and tells the women that they are the way they are. For a Sigma male, from what I've been researching, you can't just be the way you are. You have to be an alpha male first. You just, most alpha males, they go and approach women all the time and stuff like that. A lot of Sigma males may not. Women may approach them sometimes or try to talk to them sometimes. And I've seen this even with my own father, who is over 6 feet, makes 6 figures, has an MBA, et cetera, et cetera. So that's all I want to say. Thanks for the show, guys. I'm tuned in. Thanks for everything. Peace.
All right. Well, thank you for calling, Jarvis. Okay, so now we're back to the Sigma male discussion. So let me address Jarvis's first assertion that he has never heard or seen content about Sigma males that say they are greater than alphas. So Jarvis, if you're watching, if you were thinking, if you were watching, I think it's obvious that you are new to this whole Sigma community. Now, granted, there are some graphs and charts that do say that Sigmas are equal to alphas, but most of what I have seen says that Sigmas are superior. Secondly, there are plenty of blue-collar workers that make more money than a guy who's a director at sales. But does that mean he's a Sigma or that he's equal to the director of sales? Yes, there are blue-collar workers who make more than white-collar workers. These guys are the plumbers, millwright, welders, and other skills that could be acquired by going to, I don't know, maybe a vocational school. But I'm assuming Jarvis is talking about two men working for the same company. So let me offer this. Let me offer you this. So maybe the blue-collar guy doesn't care about leadership positions because he knows he can't lead. Show me a man who does not want to advance his station in life, and I will show you a man who lacks ambition. Also, to imply that it is somehow negative for men to want to strive for certain positions in life and characterize that as a title, that is a misnomer at best and an incorrect assertion at worst. If a man wants to rise through the ranks to become a CEO, that doesn't make him a slave to the title. That makes him a slave to his biological ambition to thrive and succeed. This is something that the Sigma male advocates like to tout as their battle cry. We don't care about titles. We don't care about women. We don't care about money or material things. Yet, whenever they're telling everyone their laundry list of quality of their qualifications and exemplary traits, they're always the first to talk about how attractive being a Sigma male is to a woman and how much money Sigmas make compared to alphas. Then to top it off, they are literally married to the title of Sigma. The more Sigmas tell the world they don't care, the more obvious it is that they do indeed care. Thirdly, I have no idea what Derrick Jackson has to do with Sigmas, so I'm not exactly sure where he fits into this discussion. Fourth, you said that Sigma males may not approach women like alphas do. You are incorrect, Jarvis. Sigmas never approach women because they are afraid to. But they can't tell people they're afraid, so they have to say, well, we are introverted alphas. We don't chase women because it's beneath us. And why should we? The women just fly to us because of our mysterious disposition. And listen, man, I'm sure your dad had women approach him, right? He's tall. I'm assuming good looking and all the rest of that. But I don't know what your father's personality was. For all I know, he might have been outgoing and gregarious. Here's something else to consider. The women your father grew up around are very different from the women that you and I are around, okay? Number two, I'm sure women did approach your father. But guess what, Jarvis? That is the exception. Women rarely approach men because they've never had to, and they are ill-equipped to handle rejection. This is why we as men, we have to play the active role in the courting process, and women play the passive role. This is biology. So calling my show and telling me, well, my dad was a Sigma male and women approached him all the time is merely attempting to use the exception as the rule. Newsflash, Jarvis, women don't approach quiet men. They don't flock to men who give off a mysterious kind of vibe. No, they avoid these men like the plague because they're fucking creepy. I mean, if I were James Harden or Tom Brady, then yeah, women would flock to me and I wouldn't have to say a damn thing. But for the rest of us, that's not how it works. If you want something in life, you have to be proactive to get it. You don't get the promotion at work by just sitting at your desk and maintaining status quo. You don't become successful by just doing nothing. You don't acquire and run your own business by sitting around your house and talking about it. And you don't attract women by being in their proximity and not saying a damn thing to them. That's not how this works, Jarvis. Oh, wait a minute. Sigmas don't care about women. My bad. But all jokes aside, here's the bottom line, Jarvis. Men who cling to this Sigma archetype are simply men who do not have the social aptitude to become alpha. Does this make them bad people? Of course not. Fortunately, social aptitude is something that men can actually learn. If a man puts himself in socially uncomfortable situations or situations that he's uncomfortable in for the explicit purpose of learning how to become more social and masculine, then he can become more socially literate. But men who are afraid to put themselves in uncomfortable situations so as to acquire a higher social aptitude, they need to shut their mouths about being more alpha than the alpha. Okay, these guys love to talk online and run their mouths in videos about this nonsense, but then in the real world, they're quiet, awkward, and reclusive. And because they can't come to grips with the fact that these kinds of men are not attractive to neither men nor women, they characterize this lack of social aptitude as mysterious. I appreciate the call, Jarvis, but I hope you I really, really do. I mean, like, I really, really do hope that you make it out of this Sigma community and start spending more time with men who actually take action rather than sitting around talking about what they actually are. It makes no sense. I appreciate the call, Jarvis. If you have questions about relationships, dating, or self-improvement, give us a call at 305-304-7822 and we'll read and answer your question live on the air.